Alright, so this is Chuck from Copper Coins. I'm going to teach you guys how to pack heavy materials in a medium flat rate box. Now, heavy being something up to around 40 or 45 pounds. I wouldn't go any higher than that. Basically what it boils down to is whatever you're sending that's heavy, the postal system is going to attempt to destroy it. They're going to do everything they can to destroy it. So we're going to do everything we can to make it destroy proof. So first step in putting a box together for heavy packaging is to use bidirectional tape. This bidirectional strapping tape is tested to like 400 pounds and it's really good stuff. It's almost indestructible. Don't use clear tape, don't use moving tape, don't use packing tape, any of that garbage, because it's just not good. Okay, so what we're going to do is make sure that we pad our way in and get this thing nice and tightly sealed, properly tightly sealed. That's Sherman making that noise. He's decided that he's going to help today. Alright, so on this kind of tape I always use a knife, because using scissors tends to gum up the scissors real quickly. It doesn't work well. So here we go. Box. So I take additional boxes and I cut along the lines. You see the lines I drew on there, just outside the red stripes and very near the end of the box on either end. And you'll figure out exactly how that works. And by the process of moving quickly, I've already done this one. So this one's cut and the flaps are laying on the floor. But then I cut these ends off right through here with a razor blade. I'll show you why in just a minute. What we're going to use these for is to wall the inside of the box. And I've cut 2 boxes. So it takes 3 boxes to mail one, because they destroy everything they can. And we have a flap here, basically like an L-shaped flap. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it inside the box and use it as another wall. Okay, we're going to do that on this side too. Now we have one extra wall inside our box. We're going to do it one more time. You notice that I cut these a little bit shorter, and the reason I did that was so that they would fit on the inside of the box, because if they're the same length, they won't fit well. So I went this way and this way. Now I'm going to go this way and this way to completely put corners in the box with walls, so the walls hold themselves up. And this one accidentally ripped, but that's not a problem. You can just use these in here anyway, just like this. Now we have walls that won't impede the flaps, because the flaps still need to come down all the way. And we've got a box that's been taped shut. Here's what we're going to mail today. 35-pound bag of wheat pennies. You set the bag inside the box. Then packing paper. Lots of packing paper. And what we're going to do is actually stuff this paper in one sheet at a time. In and around. Get in tight here. In and around the bag. Okay? We're going to pack this bag in as tightly as it can be packed into a box. Stuffing the corners in to make sure the corners are very well stuffed. Now speed the process up a little bit. That's all you're doing, is stuffing paper in this until you can't get paper to just stuff into it anymore. You also want to make sure that your bag is sealed really well. I use really good zip ties you get from the hardware store. And you want to stuff it all the way to the top of the level of the bag. Going all the way across, you want this to be nice and even. Very important, do not let the edges of the box bow out and bend, because that destroys the integrity of the box. The box has to be nice and flat on the sides. But your stuffing paper, use your weight, throw it in. It really needs to be very tight. Now when I cut these boxes, I cut the end flaps off, right? Well, we're going to use those. Now I've got this packed in as tightly as it can be packed in. And now you use the flaps that I cut off as a topper. And what I want to do is I want to fill this box up to the point where when I move these flaps in, they don't press down inside the box. They're actually level and flat. So I've got another finger worth to put in here, but I've got plenty of cardboard. And you can even fold these over. All you're trying to do is completely stuff the box. Oops. We got plenty. We're just trying to completely stuff the box. It needs to be nice and tight. Especially right along the ridge seam, but everywhere needs to be tight. Okay, that looks just about right. You put one more fold in there. And now, these flaps go over, and you want to press this up against you to get that last flap in nice and tight. You want the box to be as square as possible. That is not good. So I want to move it in like that. Get a strap of tape on it. Push those flaps together as nice as I can. And then cut. Okay, you would think that should be good enough, right? Well, if you listen, a couple of coins are moving around, but the bag is nice and tight. But I want to make sure that the box is completely secure. So I'll go around the edge like this. Stand it up like that. Go in on the sides. This is a bust part right here. This is really easy to tear open, so we got to make sure that's very secure. Then what I do when I pull the top and bottom flap is I actually pull the tape so it stays nice and square. Everything nice and square. In business, presentation is everything, but in shipping, getting everything nice, neat, and clean is a good way to keep your box secure. Might take a little bit of practice to get this down. I've been doing it for a little while. And here we go. Pull, press, pull, press. Now, we've got that part done. This is a 35-pound plus box. So, I'm going to go around this part with a strap of tape. Around here with a strap of tape. If your tape's not costing you around $7 or $8 a roll, you're not getting the right tape, because this stuff is expensive. But it is what's necessary. And I go around this twice, kind of like the hinges of a treasure chest. It's a workout too. No need for workout videos, you got it right here. And now we're done with that. Tape's all finished. The box is secure. We take our packing label. We put the packing label on right here. Just like that. And then so that they can't... Where did I put my clear tape? Here's clear tape. So that they can't mess up the label. Because if you bubble print especially, the label, this ink can just rub right off of it. And what they'll do, because it's a heavy box, they're going to scoot it across floors, they're going to do whatever they can, and it's going to mess this up. And if they mess it up enough that they can't read it, they'll send it back to you. So I take clear tape, I put clear tape over the addresses, and then I put clear tape over the bottom half of the barcode label for the tracking. And that will allow them to scan this without shiny on it, and it protects it down here. So that's it. That's what I've got for wrapping a big heavy box. Oh wait, one more thing. You get these for free from the Postal Service, and I like to put one of these on every face of the box after I'm finished wrapping it. And it's just to give them an idea that they're dealing with a monster, not with a teddy bear. That's it. Thanks.